Pokemon is awesome. I think if you're watching this channel, you probably agree with me on that. But what we all know is that Pokemon is not exactly known for the story elements. Enter Pokemon Brick Bronze. Part 1. The development. I think we've all heard of Roblox. Don't worry, I am going somewhere with this. If you haven't, this is not going to be the video where I explain it to you. But in short, Roblox is a game where pretty much everything looks kind of Lego, and players create games inside of it using a pretty in-depth game developing software. If you haven't already guessed, Brick Bronze was created in Roblox. It was created by the Pokemon Brick Bronze version group led by Lando64000, which has since been renamed to Llama Train Studio. Hey there, random interjection time. I know this is a kind of weird time, but the only people who are still watching at this point are going to be people who care about this. So, I'm streaming Pokemon Insurgence at twitch.tv/hexmaster0 at noon EST tomorrow, Thursday, May 21st, so tune in for that. Anyway, back to Brick Bronze. Part 2. The story. Now that we've gone through the basics, let's get to the important part, the game. Pokemon Brick Bronze is similar to other Pokemon games in some aspects, but very, very different in others. The game starts with you waking up, throwing your alarm clock across the room, and then remembering that today you get a Pokemon from the professor. You go outside, and your friend Jake tells you that your parents wanted you to go talk to them. You do so. Oh yeah, your parents are archaeologists. You go select from one of 18 different Pokemon as your starter. That's right, get every starter from every game. Note, that's from when X and Y were the newest games. When the game was deleted, I believe they also had the Sun Moon starters as well, though I'm not sure of that. Jake gets an Eevee, and you battle straight away. After you crush him, your mom gives you a bronze brick necklace, and you go to the next town. Or at least, you try to. But just when you get to the gates, Jake comes running to get you, and the professor tells you that in the time you were gone, your parents were abducted from their home. He tells you that they were taken by a group called Team Eclipse, which is seriously the coolest evil team name I've ever heard, and you're off. He tells you you can stay with a friend of his while they're on the loose, because they're probably looking for the bronze brick. Friend, whose name turns out to be Linda, brings you back to her home, takes your necklace, and runs off with it. You and Jake follow her into the woods, and Jake, being the helpful friend he is, waits outside while you go in and actually follow her. Real helpful, Jake. Real helpful. You finally catch her, and what a surprise, she's a Team Eclipse member. You destroy her, and Jake tells you that you should challenge Jim so you can get stronger, beat Team Eclipse, and rescue your parents. Part 2.3. Why I like this game so much. I love Pokemon Brick Bronze. It is truly amazing. But why do I love it so much? Well, lots of reasons. Partially because it was my first Pokemon game, because it's free on a free game and doesn't need a beefy PC. Part of it is that it's incredible seeing that some Pokemon fans made this thing on a shoestring, and that got me interested in game design. But the biggest reason, it has a story that actually makes sense. You want to go explore the world at first, but that's not why you adventure. You adventure because you want to save your parents, and the only way to do that is to get powerful. In short, the story is great because it ties together. Take Red and Blue. In those games, you play as a 10-year-old kid who just wants to be the very best. Like, no one ever stop. No. I'm already attempting copyright just using Pokemon background music. I'm not going to attempt copyright more by singing the Pokemon theme. As I was saying, you're just a 10-year-old kid who wants to be champion. Or some versions say that only Blue wants to do that and Red was just trying to complete the dex. Cough, cough. But we don't talk about those. And you want to be the champion, but for some reason you also stop Team Rocket? Why? But in Brick Bronze, the reason why is very clear. You want to save your parents, so you're trying to stop Team Eclipse and get your parents back. Anyway, I just wanted to gush for a sec. Back to the story. Part 2.7. Back to the story. Eventually get to the first gym, which is an electric gym, and that highlights another thing I love about this game. You can catch Pokemon that are the gym's type just outside every gym, meaning you can get a balanced team really early on. Plus, that means you can get Shinx early game, and Luxray is one of my favorite Pokemon, so that's fun. Also, the game's friggin' hard. Rather than what most games do, the first gym being weak to everything, the first gym is Electric, which is super effective against 7 of the 21 starter Pokemon, and the other stab moves are all neutral to it. Also, the gym has a really good puzzle to it. You beat the gym leader, get the badge, and go outside. Jake gives you a device called the RTD that lets you trade and battle with other players. I have links to 2 different playthroughs of this game in the description, so I ain't spoiling the rest of this game. If you want to get the rest, you have to watch one of them. Part 3. How did this game get so popular? Honestly, I'm not too sure. A large part of it is a few big YouTubers who made videos about it, but I'm honestly not sure how it came to their attention. Other than that, I don't know. All I know is it got too popular, leading to Part 4, The Fall. Unfortunately for all of us, Brick Bronze has been taken down. But why? Well, mainly because Nintendo are a bunch of jerks. But beyond that, because this game is completely free, so it was popular, and it was so popular, people might play it rather than normal Pokemon games. At least, that's how I understand it. But all in all, we can't be too mad at Nintendo. They have every right to do what they want with their intellectual property. We can just be very mad at them. And I mean, if anyone has a way to get the game back up and running, please feel free to let me know. Part 5. The Aftermath. Brick Bronze is gone. We all know that. It sucks. But if you go on Roblox and search Pokemon Brick Bronze, it doesn't seem to be gone. There are hundreds of versions of it. Don't play them. Those are fakes made by people copying the original game source code. They can be taken down at any minute, and a lot of them butcher the original game with Robux purchases, modifying the game to make it stand out, etc. If you want to play one, go ahead, but you need to keep in mind that anything you sink into them could be Thanos'd away by Nintendo at any second. However, there's a glint of hope standing out against all the darkness. A little game called Loomian Legacy: Veils of Shadow. Loomian Legacy is a spiritual successor to Brick Bronze made by the same people. The game is very similar to Brick Bronze, even being set in a region with the same name, but it's not the same game. It's based on Pokemon, but it's not Pokemon. It's about Loomians. I'm not going to go into too much detail about it here, but who knows? Maybe I'll play it sometime. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. You can watch a video about how I beat Pokemon Emerald with only a Spearow up at the top, or you can subscribe to this channel down at the bottom. It doesn't do much, but it would make me really happy. Well, this has been fun, but Hexmaster is signing off.